Evening to all of you and welcome to your JDBC class, and today is the day 2 of your callable statement. We have already done one class on the callable statement. Today is the day 2 of your callable statement class, correct? Now guys, if you are getting any questions from the last classes, if you are getting any doubt from the last classes of the JDBC and all of the means callable statement and all, that you can please ask, you can ask your questions, whatever doubts, whatever things you are getting in your mind, right? So if any kind of doubt is there, any question is there, you can please ask that questions here. Fine, so hope you are not having any questions. Now we are discussing here the callable statement. Callable statement, what we have? Callable statement. It's day 2. Day 2 of the callable statement we are discussing. Fine. So guys, you have any questions, you can please ask, and just say once hi, those who are all attending the class. Okay. Now, in the last class, we have discussed about the prepared statement and how we are invoking the prepared statement in the database. We were writing what we were writing. Suppose this is your database. It's your database. In the database, we were writing the stored procedures I was writing. So we were writing stored procedure, and this stored procedure we were calling it from this stored procedure from your Java program, or you can say JDBC program. From this JDBC program you were calling it. Fine, you are calling the stored procedure from the JDBC program. Is it okay? Now next, now again into this we are using here statement to invoke this what? Stored procedures. To invoke this stored procedure. From where we are calling this? From the database we are calling it, correct? Now guys, in the last class, as again I have already completed what is types of parameters, which includes, that is your, you can say in parameter, out parameter and in out parameter. These three things we have seen, and so that all things how we are invoking from this callable statement, we are well aware with all these concepts. So okay, those whoever have not received the JDBC previous videos, You will get it today itself, and those who are attending it, if you are getting any questions, any doubts from the previous classes and all other sort of things, you can please ask your doubts in this. Okay, so this is what we have seen it, and well, I have also shown one program in the JDBC. So let's do one thing. Let's see that previous example, what we have seen in the, or what we have written in the case of JDBC, and how it is working with the help of. So I'll do one thing. I'll do some 1 or 2 more examples on the basis of callable statements, and then finally we will complete the things. Correct it is? Okay. So here now, let's have a look here. Now I'm writing it. Now in this here, you need to look at this. The callable statement, last example what I have written here is, this is the one which I have written, the callable statement example, and this you can check it out in this. If you are getting any doubt, you are getting any questions, you are most welcome, you can ask. Okay, so you can just see here, have a look, that there was one procedure, stored procedure test inside your database. Which database we were using? We were using a database which was the Oracle we were using, and in the Oracle we were getting all these things. So just have a look in this. Here I am writing connect, and I have written here something called as the JTC Som again inside this. Okay, we are now connected here. Okay, the procedure was what? Suppose I am writing call test, and into this, well, I'll write here something called as the hello. So this was the procedure which we have called it previously, and okay, so string quote which is there is not ended properly. Okay, so this was the procedure which I have written in the last class, and I have shown you how we are going to call this procedure and what is the process involved inside that, in the background, what all other things are going on, that we have already seen it. Now here I will do one more thing. What is that task I am going to do? Say here guys, have a look once what I am going to do here. See, we are going to write a program with the help of callable statement, and in that program what is the purpose, what we are trying to achieve, what all the other things which we are trying to do, that I am showing to you. So see here, first, this is your, what we have, database. Understand it here now. We are having this as an database, correct? Now in this particular database, what we want first? I am creating one table here. What is that I am doing? A table I am creating here. One table I am creating first. Okay? And inside this table, or for this table itself, second one what I am creating, stored procedure I am creating. What is that I am creating now? Stored procedure we are creating in this. And guys, what will happen whenever we are going to call this stored procedure? So this procedure will submit or will insert some process data into this table. Is going to insert some process data inside this table, correct? So let's say what kind of table I am drawing here. So see here, I'll be just drawing a very simple table in this. The simple table what I'll try to draw here is, let's say I am writing here SID, name, and here you see M1 marks 1, marks 2, and here is the total of which is M1 plus M2 I am writing, correct? M1 plus M2 we are writing it. So what we are trying to do now, we will create a stored procedure. That stored procedure is going to take some parameters, and after taking that parameter it will provide some input to that stored procedure, and once that stored procedure is called, that is going to insert some data into this table. This is what the complete requirement which we are trying to achieve, we are trying to get it into this case, correct it is guys? So now are you clear with this particular concept what I am talking about exactly? Say reply in your chat box, keep on replying guys. See, if you are not replying it, you are not asking your questions, so then doesn't make any sense of making a live class to you, correct? So this is a live class, and in this class if you are replying the things properly, we can answer you in a proper manner, we can answer you in a complete proper way here. Are you getting my point? Okay. So first thing is that, hope so you are clear with this concept what we are trying to do here and what we are trying to achieve in these cases, correct? So let's write one example and now here. Now you see the very first thing what I'll try to do is I'll create one stored procedure I am creating here. Fine. What is the stored procedure I am trying to create into this? The stored procedure which is there or which I am creating here will be responsible to, what it is going to do? It is responsible to insert some data into some table. It is going to insert some data into some of the specific table. That is the task of that stored procedure. So here first I'll see here DESC, is there any student table is there? I'm checking first that whether we have any student table or not. Yes, we have the student table here. So what I'll do here now, first and very first thing what I'll do here, I'll drop the table. Here I'm dropping this table. As such I have dropped it now. And immediately after doing this, here what I have done, now we have dropped this table. That drop table name, that is the student table, we are doing it and that we have done it. Fine. So I'll just do one thing. I'll open a notepad and just a second. Okay, now you see here, have a look. I am creating first one. Stored procedure in this notepad. Well, now have a look here. Or replace procedure and procedure name we can give some name. Insert data, I am giving one name. That is the procedure name which I am giving. And in that first depends that what all different types of parameter this procedure is going to take. So the parameter will be dependent on the create table which is I am writing here the student, and inside this student table int of SID of, suppose I am writing number. Next one, what I am writing now, with this you can write anything here. Suppose name I am writing, varchar I am writing. After writing the name here, now next let's say you want to write here the city. Again that is the varchar of, say for example I am writing 10. In this case now I am writing here the, suppose, mobile number, and that is also again now number of 10 I am writing. These all are the different properties which I am writing inside this. So this is only one basic things which I have written, and whenever as such I am trying to get all these things inside this here, so I'll write it here inside this. So see here, first is I am creating one table inside this. See the table whatever I have taken here, I have created one table. The table called as student I am writing. So what is this student table we have? The student table what we have is the SID, name, city as well as the mobile number we have, and if you want then you can add few more fields here. It is your choice again. Actually I haven't added that other fields. Okay, let's consider this new table in this, and now I want to create one stored procedure. So in this stored procedure, what all things I want to write here? Here int of SID, where I am writing here the number. I am writing here name, which is varchar of 10 something I am writing. After writing the name, well, I am writing city, varchar of something called as the 10 again I am writing, and mobile number you are writing, and that is the number you are writing here. After that, now as I am writing, next is the begin, and after writing the begin here, insert into, where I want to insert here, these all things. Into the student I want to insert, correct? The values what I am having is the SID, name, city, and MOB. I am inserting these all fields into this. In which one now? Means the procedure, this insert into the insert data name of this procedure is just responsible to insert the data into this corresponding table what we have, and then after I am writing end, and then here this is the next thing which I am trying to write it here. So something I am writing create or replace procedure, that is the procedure name, insert data we are writing, SID, name, varchar, city, and all other fields, different type of data we have created. So I'll do one thing now. Let me here write this one. The procedure which is created with the errors. So errors I am writing here. What is the errors we are getting here now? Okay. Now we see here. Create or replace procedure, insert data, SID, name, varchar, city, while number as begin, insert into the student, values. Here we are writing that is the SID, name, city, and all these different fields which we are writing into this, correct? Okay, one second. Let me check once again. Okay. Once again, let me check. Let me write here create, maybe some mistake we are doing. Create or replace procedure. Procedure name, suppose I am writing any name you can give, that is the P1 is the procedure name I am trying to write. Here SID, int, name, varchar of 10 I am writing, SID, name, city, varchar of 10 I am writing, and SID, name, city, and associated with this we can write here depends SID, name, city, and one more you are writing, that is the mobile number you are writing. Very simple, mobile number int you are writing it here. Okay, now the next one inside this as begin I am writing, and now in this procedure I'll try to write insert into. Where we want to insert into? We want to insert the data into student, values. We want to insert data into the, so here I'll write SID, name, city, and MOB, mobile number I am writing in this case. I'm just checking it, what mistakes we are doing in this. Maybe we are doing some mistakes in assignment of the stored procedures, because this happens in these cases, that maybe we are not assigning the things in a proper manner, and that's the reason it could be one value, or it may create some problem. Let me check once again. Begin and insert. What I can do, SID, name, city, and mobile number, that is end. In this, guys, we are doing some assignment issue here. We need to assign these values, and maybe I am not assigning perfectly. You can do one thing here. Maybe what you can apply is the ampersand of something you are applying. Here, guys, we need to check the that is the procedure how we are creating. So what was the task of this procedure? I'll tell you, because maybe at this time I'm doing some simple mistakes here, and I'll just write it, come back with this. DESC of which one? Now you are writing one student. So see, what was the purpose of this one? Star from student. See, so whenever we will call that procedure, very shortly I'll write it. So whenever we are calling this procedure, insert data procedure, getting it? So whenever we will call this procedure, we have written one command which is an insert into that corresponding values, correct? And these values which is there will automatically be stored into this table, correct? And here again you just need to do one thing in this case, that instead of this call test what we have, you can just write in a simple order like whatever values you are going to pass to that corresponding stored procedure, whatever we are having inside these cases, correct? That's what we need to do. In your documents I have given, if you have your documents you can check it out with your documents also. I have written in that some of the examples, and that you can once have a look into that, and in the similar order we have written here inside this. Okay, now you do one thing here, or you need to see one more thing here. Have a look here. See here guys, if in your procedure you are, see here, the procedure whenever you are writing, the procedure whatever you are writing into that, the procedure whatever you are writing, if inside that out parameter is there, if you are writing the out parameter, fine. So which one is your out parameter? In your Java program you need to write here like callable statement dot register out parameter, and whatever is the parameter name that you are going to specify in that case, correct? So this is what the basically task of the when we are writing one sort of stored procedure, and that is what we are going to do with the help of callable statement into that case, correct? Varchar according to this, what we are doing in this See, I was doing one very simple, thank you Swati, I was doing one very simple mistake in this. The mistake what I was doing here, I was providing the parameter with this varchar. Generally it works, or especially when you are writing in the Oracle and all other sort of things. Here you see, now I have written the same procedure here. Here the same procedure I have guys written, and see in this stored procedure, number, name, varchar, city, varchar, I am not specifying any parameter here, correct? And then number and all we are writing, so there is no problem with this here. Now this procedure got successfully created into this. There was a small mistake which I was repeatedly doing it, and here I have not passed now any parameter in this, and then it works here. Now next again in these cases here, see that if I am calling this procedure, call, which procedure I want to call now? See, first before doing it, you check once, select a star from which one now? Insert data, sorry, not insert data, student I am writing. There is no records has been selected, we haven't inserted any record, we haven't done anything in this case, fine. Now next what I'll try to do in the particular one, I am writing insert into or else here, see, I'm calling, or I'm trying to call the procedure. Which procedure I'm trying to call? Insert data procedure I am calling. Insert data procedure I am calling into this. Now SID I am giving 101. Here is the name I am giving SOM varchar. Here is the city which I am giving, let's say Noida I am giving, and then it's a mobile number something I am giving into this. So some mobile number we have given, and here now I am entering it into this. I am calling this procedure. Now guys, have a look. Now we have called this procedure. We have called this procedure. There is no problem. We have called this procedure. And as such, whenever we have called this procedure, now let me check in the student 1 whether that record has been inserted or not. Is it? So now this record is inserted into this case. So what you need to do is now you just need to pass this. Here you can have a look into this. Now in this, instead of this, you just need to change the procedure name and you pass the values, whatever values you wanted to pass, and that procedure will be called and it will perform the task. Here also you can use the placeholder mechanisms. What is the placeholder mechanism? Let's say I'm just showing it to you. Say call. What is that? The procedure name what you had here. The procedure name you had, that is the insert data I am writing. And in this now, how many total parameters you have for the insert data? You must be having some different parameters in order to call it, correct? So whatever parameters as such you are having, make it clear here. Say I am making one question mark, a second question mark, third one, and again fourth one. So 4 parameters as such we have given. We have given 4 parameters, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is the 4 parameters as such I am giving it inside this. Fine. And when I have given these 4 parameters, so what I need to do now? I need to register these all parameters. What parameters I need to register? So you can do one more thing here. I am writing int of SID, integer dot parse int string of args. So I'll write here args of which one now? 0 I have written. String of name I am writing 1 I am writing. String of city I am writing 2 I am writing. String of again or else I'll write here, that is the int of MOB, mobile number I am writing, and that is the one which I am writing integer dot parse int of args of what is that? Let's say 2, 3 I have given here. These all are the parameters I am taking. Now what I want to do here is I just need to write few very basic things. What is that few basic things I need to write? CS dot set int 1, and inside this what I'll write? SID. CS dot set string, second I am writing and here I am writing that is the name. CS dot set string I am writing, well 3 I am writing, and in this case now I am writing city here, and CS dot set int I am writing, and at the place of this 4 I am writing, and city in this case, that is the mobile number I have written here. And now again I am executing it here, this one. Are you getting it? And now guys, you will notice one thing, that other than the statement, when we were talking also, this is what we will call it as a placeholder mechanism. We have given the question mark, and now we have also registered these all things, that this is the exactly what it is. What it is? The placeholder concepts. Here I have written all these things inside this here. So if you are getting now any questions on the basis of all these things, guys, you can just have a look on the program here once. Correct? So if you are getting into this, so I'll just summarize it now. See here now. When I am saying about the callable statement, so see, have a look here. Here you just need to understand here few things. So I'm now, guys, if you have any questions you can ask, or else statement, prepared statement and callable statement, all these threes in one form. I am just in one note, I am summarizing each one of the point. If you are getting any problem and all, any questions you are getting, you can please ask. You can write it in the comment box here. Fine. Here you see what I am doing here. First, I am making one point here. What is this now? See here. I hope it is visible to all of you. I am writing statement. I am writing. After writing the statement here now, next one I am writing is the prepared statement. I am writing, and one more thing here is the callable statement I am writing here. These following things I have written here, correct? Statement, prepared statement and callable statement. Now, here have a look. The first one here I am writing is, the first one inside this case, type of query. Type of query you see here. In whenever I am saying type of query, so with the help of statement object, multiple query can be submitted by using one statement, one object of the, which one now? Statement. By using one single statement object, you can submit the multiple query. Guys, remember it. And now when I am writing prepared statement here, in this only one query, only one query we can submit. With what? With prepared statement object. One object, one query only you can submit, correct? And here also in the case of callable statement also the same thing here, as like the prepared statement. Now next one, so type of query, multiple queries, one. Okay, next one now, placeholder mechanism. Placeholder, when I am saying, what is this I am saying? Placeholder mechanism I am saying here into this. So when I am writing here, that is the placeholder mechanism. So statement does not support placeholder mechanism, whereas prepared statement supports placeholder, and this also supports the placeholder. Fine it is now. Now, here definitely every time processing time is more. Processing time is more compared, okay. Processing time is less in this case. In all these topics already I have told to you, processing time is less. And in case of callable statement also, as like the, it's compared to the statement it is. Okay. Why here like this? In this case now, pre-compiled query we are using, whereas in this case now, here in this case also pre-compiled query, where every time it compiles the query, and that's the reason it is taking more time here, right? So guys, here you see that today what we have seen is the important things we have completed in the case of JDBC: statement, prepared statement and callable statement in these cases, right? We have completed into this case, correct? Now tomorrow onwards we will be talking about batch updates, result set, row set, result set metadata, database metadata, transaction management, driver manage, data source management and all other sort of thing. So you can say means in this week we will finish it off. If required, we will be taking Saturday, Sundays also this classes in night. Okay. Anyone is getting any question in this, you can please write it in the comment box. Keep on liking the video also, man. All of you. Like तो कर दिया करो कम से कम. Are you there, all of you? Those who have not received the videos of the last classes of JDBC, write in the mail means with the corresponding mail ID. Whoever is getting the mail, write it on the mail ID, your batch name, your name and your batch, like weekend batch or whatever you are attending. We will immediately give the video to you. We will give the access to the video to all of you. Okay guys, so thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow on the same timing. Thank you.